As Charles Swindoll says, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. I'd love to share with you a beautiful experience that happened to me this past weekend. Hiking is one of my favorite all-time things to do. There's something about being in nature that is just so life-giving to me, and that I feel on top of the world when I'm out in nature. So when my husband asked me if I wanted to go for a hike last weekend, I jumped at the chance. When I go hiking, I tend to kind of go with the flow. I have an idea of where I'm going, yet I don't get into the details because I tend to plan a lot and have lots of details in other areas of my life. So I just let my feet go, and sometimes I'm out longer than I anticipate. Sometimes I go a little different direction than I anticipate. Yet it's a beautiful experience. So when my husband shared where we were going, I had this particular trail in mind, and we started walking towards it. And lo and behold, it wasn't the one that he had in mind. And so we started walking down the trail that he had in mind, and it was lovely. I thought we'd be out maybe 2 hours, enjoying our time last weekend in this beautiful Sedona weather. It's winter, and it was in the 60s, so it was absolutely gorgeous out. And so as we're hiking along, we keep going. I'm paying attention to the beauty of the nature, the weather, the temperature, the sounds I'm hearing, the birds, passing people every once in a while, just really experiencing things. And then lo and behold, we realize this is a much longer journey than originally planned. We ended up going out for 5 hours. We had no food, we had no water with us. We were not prepared for such a long, long journey. And there's so many things that could have happened to us on this hike. We could have gone down the rabbit hole and said, you know what? Oh my gosh, what were we thinking? I'm so hungry. I'm so thirsty. Oh my gosh, it's hot out here. What am I doing? We really could have gone down that rabbit hole, and we chose not to. We chose to, hike up mountains, hike down mountains, hike on the flats. We chose to continue to walk on this journey and to really find what was going right and not to focus on what we thought was going wrong. And what was going right, there were so many things that were going right. There was one point where we met this beautiful 80-year-old woman who's from the area. She just stopped and we chatted with her for a few minutes, and it was just such a beautiful, beautiful experience to hear what she had to say and just to meet this person who was out hiking. Had we gone down the rabbit hole, we would not have been open to that experience. There's so many metaphors that I can talk about from this beautiful experience of hiking, including, the highs and lows of life and the journey of life. Just like this hike, we didn't know exactly what to expect. We hadn't been there before. This was new terrain for us. We had an idea. Okay, yeah, maybe we'll be out a couple hours. Yet, it was a very different ending point that happened. It was 5 hours. And again, it was absolutely beautiful. We had an opportunity to walk through so many different parts of Sedona, Arizona, and enjoy them. We decided to be in present time and not worry about things like, when are we getting back? And oh my gosh, I'm hungry. We just kept going with the conscious decision on our parts to find the beauty in all of this, to find the joy in all of this, to find even the laughter in all of this. And I invite you to, in whatever your journey looks like, to really focus on what's working. We have this tendency as humans to really focus on what's not right. And that's a lot about the ego trying to keep us safe. And I really encourage you to take some time to focus on what's going right. And like even right now, as I'm recording this video, what's going right? So many things. Oh my gosh, I have something that can actually record a video. I'm sitting here in a beautiful home, and I get to talk with you. So I want you to know that there's lots and lots of things that are going right. There always are. And I really encourage you to focus on those beautiful things. Sending you lots of love. All right. Bye for now.